so just finished reading this book by Alice Feeney called Rock, Paper, Scissors. Side note, I saw this book in Barnes& and Noble for the longest while, and every time I went, I always passed it over because I thought I wasn't going to be interested. When I started reading the book, I was like, okay, this is interesting. And I kept reading the book, and I was like, okay, now I'm a little bit bored. I'm the type of person who I kind of like to get to, not necessarily the crux, but I want to get to somewhat of what's going on pretty quickly. And so I feel like this book didn't really do that. However, once I got to the twist, which is very much towards the end of the book, I was very pleased, and it does make me want to read more of her books. Also, I was flipping through the back because at the end they usually tell you what other works the author has written, and I saw the title His and Hers. Funny enough, I didn't watch it yet, but I saw that the show was on Netflix, and I was quite interested in it, and so I saved it to my list. And then when I saw that this was her book, I was like, wow, how ironic, because I just randomly picked up this book to read recently, and I wasn't gonna read it, and so interesting how those two coincided. But anyways, this book is very interesting. Centers on a wife and a husband. The husband has face blindness, so he doesn't necessarily recognize her, but he knows her nuances, and they both have something to hide. They go to this place in Scotland, I believe, on vacation. He's a writer, director, whatever. And I guess she's a vet. That's not really clear, but she also has her own job. And then when they go to this place, they encounter some nefarious goings on. Not really that nefarious. There's a lot as you're reading that you're like, okay, where is this leading up to? Which is kind of why I was like, okay, let's get to it, because nothing was really happening. But it does make you question each of them, actually more so the husband, in my opinion. But anywho, so Rock, Paper, Scissors by Alice Feeney. I think out of 10, I'm gonna give this like maybe a 6.8, just because I wish for my personal preference that I felt like something more was happening while I was reading it. However, it did have a great payoff. So yeah, I thought it was a good book. I do recommend it. I think a lot of people do like this book. So yeah, give it a try and let me know what you think.